Yo. Hi. Hybrid and true kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready. Big man thing, my people crazy. You better like it. Go get ready. My people crazy. You better like it. Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but baby. It's a dazzle thing, arriba tu caliente. Give me this front fight, girl, I'm here to conquer, girl, In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the baddest. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man. Careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready. Big man T, my people crazy. You better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati spola pole wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya madem wenye wanabaki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunabomba tuko party tuna band hii weekend tukendi yo hashtag check it tuna band press it to the one cha madem pako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh pako fiti weekend tuna band adiche wanja for the G chop on the panty
Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man.
What up, people? Hey, as you can probably hear, or hopefully you can hear, I've adjusted the sound settings. All right, so tell me if it's better or worse than before. I re-listen to it. I do the show, then sometimes I'll watch the show, and I'm like, okay, that was too loud. But one time it was like too low, and you guys were like, oh, it's too low. So I used a bass boost, and I used a boost on my mic right here, and also used a boost on the computer. So there's like two different like sets of like volumes that I can like play with. And again, I don't know if you can like, if it's like lower or louder, but it was unbearably high last time, and I just can't hear it. I have these little things right here that let me listen to it. But with that said, this is trial and error. All right, and with trial and error, it takes time, and I'll never get it right. And the crazy thing is that basketball is also trial and error. All right, trial and error is just like the way that I grew up playing, and I just like first you try to shoot like this, and then you try to shoot like this, and then after a while, maybe someone tells you that this way is better than this way. Maybe you see the ball going further. Maybe you try to play defense one way or the other, but then you sooner or later try to figure it out. And after a whole bunch of trial and error, you get it right. But usually, it's like years pass by. And it's like just like a test where maybe you hope to rewind it. Like I hope that that would be awesome if I could rewind my life, and I could just have someone just tell me the answers. Someone just tell me the answers. Well, we're here and we're just telling you the answers so that you don't have to do trial and error upside down. It's okay, all right. But you don't have to do trial and error because you have the answers. But even as a kid, again, like I've often related that these books to the roadmap that it takes to get out of a burning building, like that evacuation plan on the wall. You can have the plan right in front of you, and still decide to go against it, because everything is a choice in life, even to go the wrong way. but it might not be your wrong way because you might know more than I do. Heck, or maybe my way doesn't work for you, right? Or maybe like, I don't know, like your body's a different type and the thing I have in there is for a different body type or like whatever, right? Maybe I'm just dead wrong and you're dead right and your way is going to work for you. Maybe. But I've been to where you want to be. I've had the regrets and I've done the trial and error. That took me years. And if you're like, let me just try some things. Basically what it comes down to is trust. And you either trust me or you don't trust me, because if I'm telling you the right way, if I'm honest about it, and you don't have to do the trial and error, you could jump way further than I could ever go. You could just skip the whole trial and error part and just like skip to the end if you can trust me. If not though, you're gonna have to trial and error by yourself, and you're going to have to hope that your trial and error is better than my trial and error was, while also not being 6'7" and athletic. Where's that going to lead you? So it's a tough call. It's a tough thing. But again, I'm doing trial and error on this show. Some people have helped me out. Like I went to like little like forums online, and they were like, oh, well, you need this software. You need this. I asked people online, like a lot of people, I said, hey, can you like tell me exactly what kind of equipment that I need? Can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? And they like all helped me out, and it was pretty neat. Like they told me like which devices to get, and even then, even with all the stuff that they like gave me a head start on, I still bumped into issues that I tried to figure out. So I say use my book like that, but it starts off with seeking. You must seek it before you can actually get it. That means like ask people for help, look for the criticism, listen to the criticism, react to the criticism, and also react to the things that you're doing well as well. All right, what's up, Kieran and Declan Louth? I see you, Taz. What's up, Teo Trujillo? What's up? All right, let's begin with the end. Now, normally I start at the beginning because that's the place to start, but I'm going to start at the beginning at the end now because something came up and I was like, whoa, that's such a great thing to talk about. And it is the NBA Finals. All right, the NBA Finals are coming up, and there is a secret sixth man helping out the Denver Nuggets. No, it's not the roaring crowd, the normal six men. No, it's not the referees, the 6th, 7th, and 8th men. But it might be. You never know, right? This is the oxygen or lack thereof in the atmosphere. And is that a real thing? I mean, like, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. I just don't know how real it is when it comes down to like professional athletes. They say that they feel it. All right. All I know is that when I moved here to Colorado from LA is sea level. All right, it's a sea, not sea level as in that. I mean, like a roaring sea. Okay, it is sea level, and then I come all the way up to Colorado, which is a mile high. A mile high. That's 8,742 feet. If my calculations are correct, which they are not, and I played a basketball game the very first day that I showed up here, and I was dying. Oh my God. Like literally like 2 minutes in, I was like, like it was crazy. I always tell this story though, and I include the fact that I shot one of the coolest shots of my entire life, running out of bounds on a fast break, and I caught the ball and I threw it behind my back and I banked it in and I kept a straight face. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. But that was like the first time people ever saw me play. But I was tired. Oh, I was so tired. But, when I was in college, I played here. And when teams played us, maybe we had the advantage, but I don't feel like we did. I felt like those guys were so in shape. So I would assume that the NBA players were in better shape than that. But with that said, in ninth grade, I went back down to LA. From the Mile High after playing like a full year out here. And then I went back down to LA to play in a camp. And the West Coast Elite Camp or West Coast Camp, something like that. All right, and it was like with like the best players in the nation. So these guys are probably in shape too, right? And it was ridiculous. All right, it like playing down in sea level after playing up here, and I don't know if you guys feel it when we go out of state. Maybe we're just that out of shape. I don't know, but like literally, it's this. going down to LA from Colorado, we stayed in dorms at Dominguez Hills College. Okay, so this is like the dorms are about like, I don't know, like half a mile away from the gym. All right. What I would do is I would leave my dorm, carry my shoes, and like, I put it like on like outdoor shoes, and I would sprint to my game. I would just sprint like half a mile. All right, like easily. Like it was like 2.5 minutes. No, probably not 2.5 minutes, but probably like 3 minutes. And I would just all out sprint. It might have been a little bit longer than half a mile, but yeah, around there. And I would get to the gym and I wouldn't be breathing hard at all. I thought it was the most trippy thing in the world. And then I would get to the game and I would just keep running. I would just run in the games all day long. All right, and I never, not one time, felt out of breath. What's up, Caleb? All right, and it was insane. So I'm sure that the opposite effect happens to people coming up to Colorado. How will the Heat go through that? After coming off a 7-game series, too, where Jimmy Butler is famously tired in the NBA Finals of the bubble, where he was just like, I'm carrying the whole team. Oh, my God. So the Nuggets being the better of the two teams, having this mile-high advantage, and the Heat coming off of a grueling 7-game series in which they almost historically lost a 3-0 lead. I don't know if they have a shot. They ain't that tough, are they? But they did have 3 days rest. These guys are super in shape. We're going to see it. And what this should tell you is this, guys. When we go down to, when we travel this summer, and we go to, where are we going? To Atlanta? We're going to Chicago, and we're going to Las Vegas. Guys, all those are sea level. Atlanta, yeah. Chicago, definitely. And then Vegas, yeah. So you guys should be able to run like all day long. All right. So don't worry about it. So maybe like run in the meantime to get extra in shape and just breathe in all that air and do what some track athletes do. Not track athletes, but the long distance track athletes. They will fly in from their state or from their country to train in Colorado. Then they will fly out to go do their like run. Like people come here to like soak up all the atmosphere and then go back down to sea level to kick everyone's butt. All right. So it's a trick. It's on our side. Hopefully we'll see if the Nuggets do. Because I really want the Nuggets to win. Because if the Nuggets win, the kids will get excited here in Colorado. And it might be bad news for you, but it's good business for me. Because the more kids playing, the better it is for a business. It might be bad news for you because you will now have more competition. But that might be good news for you because you're like, well, the competition makes me try harder. Man, but they're going to be catching you guys. They might kick you off of some of your teams. It's going to be harder. But you should have been trying that hard, whether they tried hard or not. All right. Anyways, going back to the beginning, we got our quote of the day. Let's check that out. Quote of the day is, fortune favors the brave. All right. How brave can you be? All right. How bold can you be? Right now. Oh yeah, I was thinking about the movie stuff because I'm gonna bring that up in topic in a second. All right, but how brave can you be? Can you truly go after your dreams? I mean, because it's a scary thing because you could be wasting your time. You could be considered an idiot or like naive or like, oh, you believe in Santa Claus, like that. Or worst of all, you could just like realize that you're not good enough. That you tried your hardest and you just weren't good enough. That feeling sucks. It does. But it's a greater feeling. Like as sucky as that feels, it's a greater feeling to get what you want out of life. So those are the two feelings that you have to like compete with. Think about this. Think about like if you jumped from one building to the next. How cool would that be? That would be so cool, right? But if you fail, you would die. Ooh, that's bad. Well, is the good as great as the bad? No. The good is like barely good. People are going to be like, wow, you jumped it. Okay. And if you die, it's going to be like the worst thing ever, right? So that's why you shouldn't jump it. So the other way is if you make the NBA, how great would that be? What if you failed making the NBA? Well, that's not that big a failure because no one really makes it. And if you make it, it'll be like the most amazing thing ever. So that's a risk that you can take. I think that you should measure things like that. And if you can do that, then you can be brave enough to actually try to do it. Because not that many people are. Not that many people go up to like a college coach and are like, yo, I want to come here one day. Tell me what I need to do. No one's that brave. Or no one's brave enough, like when I asked Kieran, do you want to try for the NBA? Very, very few kids in the world, the history of the planet, would have said yes. And that's why so few make it. Because the rest are just too scared to even like admit that they want to try that hard. It's a hard thing to do. So fortune favors the brave, and I implore you guys to be as brave as you can possibly become. Like stupid brave, like the bravest human being ever. And like I see it in the difference between girls and boys. I always say that the girls are smarter than the boys, but the boys are braver than the girls. You know the difference between the NBA and the WNBA. It's because girls are told that they shouldn't and can't do this sort of thing, and then boys are told maybe you can, right? And the boys go out there and they like go so gun-ho, they have so much testosterone, where the girls are like, oh, a little timid, right? If you're the timid boy, you're equivalent to like the stereotypical girl, all right? And you don't want to be that. All right, you want to be as like brave as you can be. You want to be as brave and stupid as the 3-year-old who just runs out there to the middle of the street, but not so dangerous now, okay? You just want to be that brave. So fortune favors the brave is the quote of the day. Moving on to the movies, because this is the last day of all the movie stuff, and my camera's out. Wow. Okay, it's okay. I got, I think that I have a backup camera. Let me see. Where's my backup camera? Right here? Maybe? Is that it? Yeah, there we go. All right. So there I go. All right. So the movie of the day. No. All the movies. Okay. So this is the last day to watch a movie. So I just go over all the movies. All right. The first grade movie is Like Mike. Second grade is The Cutting Edge. Third grade is Invincible. Fourth grade is Field of Dreams. Fifth grade, Eddie the Eagle. Sixth grade, The Longest Yard. Seventh grade, Creed 2. Eighth grade, Joanna Man. Ninth grade, For the Love of the Game. 10th grade, I, Tonya. 11th grade, The Hurricane. 12th grade, The Great White Hype. The funniest movie on this list is... Which one's the funniest movie? The funniest movie on this list... This is a tough one for funny. There were like funny parts in some of these movies, but overall funny, man, I want to give it to Joanna Man as the funniest movie on this list. If you're looking for a funny movie for this month, it's the 8th grade movie Joanna Man. That's my opinion. Take it. As for the, I think what else do I do? My favorite movie. There you go. My favorite movie on this list is... Oh man, this is tough. This is a really, really tough one. My favorite movie on this list is Creed 2. It's the 7th grade movie. It's the one where he fights Ivan Drago's son. I thought it was so deep. And my previous favorite movie on this particular list for this month was Field of Dreams. But I think that this now surpasses Field of Dreams to me in my favorites. I really liked Creed 2, like a lot. So that's just my favorite. But now the best movie on this list, it's not Like Mike, no. I said Eddie the Eagle is like very, very good, that you guys should watch it, but it's not the best movie on this list. The best movie on this list easily is Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams is such a great movie. Like every generation should love this movie. Whether you like baseball or not, this movie is so deep. And why I'm showing it and why I talked about fortune favoring the brave, what this guy was tasked with was a voice in the sky just told him, if you build it, they will come. And he's like, what does that mean? What does that mean? And finally, he decides to cut down half of his crops. His crops are what bring him money. His wife was like, you're crazy, dude. We need that to eat. We need that to make money for our kids. What are you doing? And he's like, nah. I gotta build a baseball field. And it was like, what do you have to do? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of, right? And what that represents is kind of our stupidity. and kind of our like bravery, I suppose, where I feel like this sometimes. It's like, and I'm sure that you do as well. You're reaching for things that are beyond your grasp, and it seems like it would take a miracle for it to work. And then the stuff that you're cutting down, it's not corn. You're cutting down your time, because you only have so many like years to like live as a person, and it's like every minute that you spend shooting for the NBA could be a wasted minute. And you're cutting down time in your life. The most valuable thing in your life is time, and you're giving it to a dream that may not come true. That people are going to look at you like you're insane and hearing voices in your head. All right? And yet he did it, and he did it with like zest, and he did it with like zeal. He did it with excitement, okay? And he like cut it all down, and he made a field, and he was probably crazy in the end if we watched like the real movie of this, but it's okay. He got psychiatric counseling afterwards. But what are your fields, and are you willing to cut them down for your dreams? All right, that's why this movie is so magical, because it speaks to all of our dreams. All right, we all have these things that we shoot for in life, and if you're a kid, this is the one time where it's not going to affect your family. I mean, too much. I guess your parents are still driving you there and stuff like that, but you can risk your time as a kid, because your time was going to be spent on video games. So I mean, this doesn't become like, your vital lifeblood that you're cutting down, and like your relationship with your kids. It's not as crazy as this, dude. It's just like it's cutting into like your party time with your friends, and which might be a lot to you. It might be a lot. All right, but on the other side of it, there's a lot of guarantees that you're going to get that this guy, again, didn't get. All right, where I'm wasting my time maybe trying to develop a program that will like have like kids make the NBA, and maybe everyone might just leave me one day, and I might have nothing to show for it, possibly. But you guys will always have something to show for it, because if you truly strive for the NBA and all this other stuff, you're going to get so many helpful like extras in your life where you can carry it on to your family, to your work life, to like just your overall life. And like, because you're going to be like a much more dedicated human being, you're going to be much more hard-nosed, you're going to understand how to like lose and how to fail, how to overcome failure. All right, so you guys, it's like the field of dreams, man. Just go for it. All right? And if you build it, if you really, really build it, and you dig down deep and you build your skill every single day, it will come. All right. So anyway, this is the best movie on this list. If you watch the movies, make sure that you post them. Okay. All right. Moving on to our itinerary for the day. Our itinerary is we got partner passing. This is stuff in the future coming up here soon. Make sure that you guys post it. Football catch, sideline of bounce, inbound seal, taking a charge, running hook shots, and hook series with D coming up here. All right. Then in the past, what we just did was fake behind the back, 3 decision drill, Reddick chase drill, ankle breaker crossover, penetrate and fill drill, sprint, dribble, cone touch. And the stuff that we're doing tonight is right above. We're shooting free throws. Make sure that you practice your free throw shot as you dribble the ball, place it in your arms, and then shoot your shot. What we might do for this is, if you miss, you run. If you don't miss, you don't run. All right, simple as that. We might play a little game with it, where your group has to run if you miss. All right, and we'll go through and get higher and higher like stakes as we go. Then we got 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. That's just for everybody at the same exact time. I'll give you guys 5 minutes. You try to make 10 in a row from the elbow. All right, and then 15 seconds times sprints times 4. I'll show you that in a second. Same with pounds, drives, and pull-ups. And then we got box jumps. We might find I could bring the box jumps. I have room in my car. I'll bring the box jumps. So you can actually jump on top of the boxes. But if you don't have boxes, you can use a stage. You can use a chair, possibly, if you have someone hang on to it. All right, but you want to jump and then land, all right, so that you can practice your vertical jump. All right, then we have split jumps to shots, and I'll show you that one as well. First one right here. Again, I don't know if you can hear me over the sound of the music, but I'm talking just so I can see it in post. All right, but you're gonna run like that. Then you run 4.5 times, sprint for 15 seconds. I tried telling Taz to run his hardest that day. He was like, I'm so tired. Now he's in this film that will always be shown with him in last place, only running 3.5. All right, you're way better. The audio is really good this time. Thank God, the audio is good this time. I got the audio, but yes. And we're going to give you 15 seconds to run as many as you can, okay? 4.5 times is the goal. 4.5 is the goal. You want to see if you can sprint. So we will be practicing your sprints today. Heads up, everybody, all right? And again, this one is... It's a tricky way to learn how to run a minute sprint better, all right? And then the second one that we got is... pounds, drives, and pull-ups. Boom! You want to try to match that exact push. Match that exact push when you go for the pound, the drive, or the pull-up, jump. All right, and when you're in a game, you want to do the same exact thing. Here we go. Now for the layup, let's check it out. Does he match? He doesn't match. He doesn't match. Maybe we might also have like a person judging you too. Again, the goal is to match that. The goal is to match that. You hurt your ankle and croissant or a bagel, or is that an ankle? Is that what your ankle looks like? That's horrible. All right, but yes, you want to match the exact step that you take when you drive for the pull-up, when you drive for the layup, and the jump shot. All right, and the last one that I'm showing you is right here. Split jumps to shots. Make sure that you throw the ball out further than that, though, man. Again, you don't want to be I know that you can't be as fast as like John Morant, but you should like try to be as fast as John Morant. That was like the most comfortable shooting I've ever seen. You're like, well, whatever. It should be like pushing out far because you have to use all the strength in your legs because one day you won't have that strength. All right? And I'm at that stage right now because I'm an old man. All right? So push out with all your strength and then we will judge you because I don't think that's as fast as Noah and who was the other person in that video? Whatever. Hunter and who was it? It was that one guy. All right. Anyways, I don't think that's as fast as they can go, but anyone who sees that footage will assume those are two slow human beings. All right. So show them how fast you are by pushing off, and that push off will also help you with your strength. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Let's see the homework. Who's been posting some homework? Has anyone posted homework? Anyone? 15 by 4 with Joey. Oh, nice. All right, Joey's free throws. All right, we got Teo with an hour of footage. Great job working out, Teo, man. You are getting better. I see you, Taz. Kieran with the pick and roll, drive it against. Nice job. Oh, with Tara free throws. You guys still doing your push-ups? Did you guys skip the push-ups? Were your arms getting too swole and you had to like stop because you were just getting too big to walk through the door? I don't know. Oh yeah, Wesley. That was Wesley. I was thinking it was Wyatt. All right, yeah, it was Wesley. You're absolutely right. All right, let's check out the story of the day before we get to the trivia question. No, let's do the trivia question first. Then we'll finish with the story of the day. All right, trivia question. This is the last day of the trivia. If Kieran gets it right, he wins. If Caleb gets it right, he pushes it to overtime, in which case we will solve that on Friday. All right. Good luck. Good luck to everyone involved. You guys have come so far. This has been a heck of a month. All right. The trivia question today is not here yet. Oh, man. I haven't even picked that out yet. Okay. I got it. Let's go with this. I don't want to ask too easy a question. Oh, man. Okay, I got it. I have the question, but now I just need to see the actual answer. All right. Here's the question. You can guess. Feel free to guess. All right. Yep. That's the answer. Okay. So I need to know who had and what number was the size, who had it, and what number was the size of the NBA's biggest foot? Biggest shoe size in NBA history. Who had it and what was the size? I need both those numbers right now. That's the question. Who had the biggest shoe size in NBA history and what was the size? Who had it and what was the size? That's the answer. You can check Google for the answer. You can check Bing for the answer. You can ask ChatGPT for the answer. You can ask your next door neighbor for the answer. Just figure out the answer and put it in the thing and you can get it right. Whoever answers first right here, you will see it. Whoever answers first wins. Good luck to you guys. And again, if it's Caleb, he pushes into overtime. If it's Kieran, it's all over. It's all over. Oh, it's Taz, and Taz ends it. That is the right answer. Oh, Taz won it. Andre Drummond, size 19, was not the answer. Nice try. It was not Andre Drummond. Oh, man. Kieran didn't even answer. Kieran was like, yo, Taz will take care of it for me. Taz will take care of it. Shaq 22 is wrong. It was Shaq 23. It says gigantic size 23. That says the answer. I do see the Andre Drummond size 19, which is crazy. Bruh. But either way, which whoever's the one that we took, it is now Kieran with the win. Great job. And then the last thing is the story of the day. Listen to it. There will be people against you, but you must be your greatest fan and your most influential motivator. You must make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own two ears. You must be your biggest fan. I hear you, Caleb, but you lost either way. You must be your biggest fan. You must be your biggest fan, and you must make sure that your enemy, your worst enemy, does not reside between your two ears. You can't be your biggest enemy. You must be your biggest fan. So you're gonna have so many people against you in life. Don't be against yourself. Don't fall to pieces mentally. You should be like your biggest cheerleader, going, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And then keep all the haters outside your head and you'll be safe in there because that's where you reside. So make sure that you're your biggest cheerleader and that your biggest enemy is not your own brain. The story, you can hear it better too? Yeah! I'm gonna re-listen to it to see if today's was good. We're gonna take care of everything. We will take care of that. Anyways, great job. Kieran is the winner yet again for this month. That is amazing. And don't forget that the quote of the day, guys. The quote of the day is fortune favors the brave. All right. I will see all of you guys soon. Talk to you all later. All right, everybody. That's my cue. And I'm out. Reese's Pieces, homie.